Sold-out hotels and restaurants booked solid for dinner. That's part of the Breeders' Cup impact on Lexington this week. Tonight, a look at what the 2 days of racing means to the Lexington area in terms of dollars and cents, and how that has an impact on the people who live here. Chef Mark Richardson is planning for one of the biggest weeks in Dudley's restaurant history.
This is on the menu for Breeders' Cup. And the beef we're featuring for the Breeders' Cup is a really nice prime filet from Creekstone that actually got its originations here in Kentucky.
Lexington restaurant owners like Debbie Long started planning a year ago when news came about Breeders' Cup.
Thrilled. Couldn't be happier. Actually called a couple of restaurants in Louisville to see how they handled Derby, just to kind of get a feel for what we needed to do.
Reservations for the week started arriving months ago.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday are good. I mean, we still have availability on those nights. Wednesday is almost full. I mean, we're getting close to it. Thursday night is booked, Friday night booked, Saturday night booked.
Debbie Long is one of a dozen or so restaurant owners in Lexington who Bob Elliston met with last April. The executive with Breeders' Cup wanted to alert them to what was coming.
I just found out today that of those 12 or 14 that we had talked to, nobody's got any availability on Thursday night, Friday night, or Saturday night of Breeders' Cup week.
And not just restaurants are booked full. Few of the 8,000 hotel rooms in Lexington remain. Elliston says Breeders' Cup by itself booked 4,100 room nights just for VIPs and people from the horse industry. 200 horses, many from outside Kentucky, are taking part in Breeders' Cup. He says what makes this year's event different from past Breeders' Cups in other cities, the week-long list of festivities before the racing even begins.
They're having programming all week long, so we fully expect, and the reason why we're expecting $65 million this year is people are coming earlier. They're doing horse farm tours, they're doing distillery tours.
That's right. Breeders' Cup estimates it will mean $65 million to the Lexington area.
From hotel rooms to restaurants to shopping to travel, all that, ticket sales, impact to the purses. We estimate that we'll set a record here.
The Breeders' Cup also brings with it the national spotlight from the media.
Well, I think one of the great legacies of hosting an event like this for us is the press that we get. I know that we are expecting a very large number of credentialed media to be in, and so that's very exciting for us to know that Lexington, Kentucky and that byline is going to be in so many outlets across the country and really throughout the world.
What happens in Lexington this week could determine if Breeders' Cup returns in the future. The next 2 years are already booked in California, but after that, who knows?
When people that don't know anything about the Breeders' Cup or racing, I always say the Breeders' Cup is like the Super Bowl for the horse racing industry. So for us, we feel like it is.
Now, I'll add to the Breeders' Cup 2 other major events in Lexington this weekend. The UK versus Tennessee football game, of course, at Commonwealth Stadium Saturday night, and the National Horse Show at the Kentucky Horse Park. That's a 5-day hunter-jumper event. And oh yeah, Halloween is Saturday night. You've heard that many times. It all makes for a very busy and exciting few days.